女生不喜欢老实人。
Have you noticed that many women don't like honest men? Although it's harsh, this is the reality. And women, regardless of whether they are beautiful, capable or not, like powerful men. You need to understand that behind an honest man's appearance, he may be introverted and not good at socializing. He is passive, or rather, he wants something but lacks the courage to pursue it. He lacks initiative. He follows all the small rules, and these traits are associated with weakness. So, instead of saying that women don't like honest men, it would be more accurate to say that women, in general, don't like weak men. Let me give you some examples to help you understand. First, the top student in high school, a guy. Even if he isn't good at talking, does any woman like him? Second, do you know that introverted guy who no one dares to provoke, the muscular guy? Does he have women who like him? Third, why do some people focus only on their work, not good at socializing, but if they have exceptional abilities, will always have women approaching them? The issue isn't that women don't like honest men, but that they don't sense any potential or exceptional ability in these men. He isn't good in studies, not great at work, doesn't have good social skills, is fearful, his body isn't impressive, and he can't even defend himself in a fight. He's not good at anything, and women don't feel like he stands out among other men. The honest man women like is the one who is at least exceptional in one area. Strictly speaking, he isn't weak, and so wouldn't be considered the so-called honest man. This relates to the Pareto principle, where 80% of men exist to highlight the remaining 20%, who are the ones that stand out. Women only focus on the top 20% of men. Remember, we never do things for women. It's in the process of surpassing other men that women will approach you.
Why do women really not find honest men attractive? After acting as a matchmaker, I realized that generally, honest men offer commitment, responsibility, respect, and dedication. However, many women do not value these qualities. They believe that sweet words and charm are signs of gentleness and attention. Usually, these are the women who end up being deceived by bad men. Women have a common characteristic. They tend to look down on simple, honest men, but become enamored with those who are more mysterious and full of attitude. They might even get tattoos because of a man, live with an impulsive young man, or even cut ties with their parents. When the bad boy abandons them, even if an honest man courts them, they still dismiss him. And so, they continue falling into the traps of another bad boy and years later are deeply hurt and disillusioned. At this point, they post something on their social media like, "In the end, I carried everything on my own. No man is worth it." So, when trying to help this type of woman, we try to pair these honest men with more well-behaved girls who know how to recognize and appreciate the virtues of an honest man.
Women don't like good men because these good men have no boundaries. Without boundaries, this woman will think he is weak, not a strong man, and he seems easy to manipulate. What are boundaries? When you just met this woman, you don't even know if she can be trusted. You buy this, buy that, spend money, still have to pay the rent, pick her up at the airport, do everything for her. I did this before, at Beijing International Airport. I went to pick her up. It was more than 2 in the morning. I took her to the building and she told me I was a good man, thanked me. Look, you've known your friend for over 10 years, but you've never done anything good for him. When he needs help, you go to the airport in the middle of the night. But when it's with the woman you just met, you do all of this for her. And she doesn't say anything good to you. She doesn't say, "Hey, I'll send you those fresh yellow peaches," or "I'll send you the lychees." You don't even know if she can be trusted. You don't even know if she has a criminal record. And you're spending everything you have on her, on luxuries like durian, and paying her rent. That's the lack of boundaries. The problem is, when a man has no boundaries, the woman will classify you as a low-value person. You have the keys to your house, right? Would you give them to a woman? Who can enter your house? Who can go into your bedroom? You need to set those boundaries. When you don't have them, the woman will take advantage of you. She'll use you. I'm going to take a flight at midnight and a good man will pick me up. How great. I'll treat you to barbecue. I'll treat you to a midnight snack. I have a free mechanic, a free master, who doesn't want something for free. So, you see those men considered bad, maybe they don't have the same value as you. But they have charisma, they have boundaries, they have principles. If you want to change, you need to learn systematically, not just try to figure it out on your own, wasting time, youth, and money. The cost of time is very important.
就是我奉劝所有的女
I truly advise all girls, never choose as a partner someone who seems too honest, someone everyone believes to be extremely upright. You'll realize that, in the end, you'll be destroyed by the gaze of such a man. When problems arise, he will never communicate with you. He'll simply ignore you, leave you hanging, using silence as a way to resist you. He expects you to process your emotions on your own and handle everything by yourself, then acts as if nothing happened, talking to you normally afterward. If you marry this type of man, whenever there's a problem, everyone will believe it's your fault, that you're too controlling, that you have a bad temper, that you're creating issues for no reason. After all, he's so honest, so calm, right? This type of person will never admit they are wrong, but they also won't have the desire to argue or debate with you. In truth, if a woman is still willing to argue or fight, it's because she still has hope for the relationship. But when even the desire to argue is gone, what's the point of staying together? Is this what they call the advantage of marrying an honest man? Spending decades of your life, precious years, with someone like this? Don't waste your time on such a person. You'll realize that all your youth and effort will be for nothing. He might lead you to depression, make you feel completely inadequate, as if you're not good enough for anything.
你说女生要是被渣男伤害过之后，
Here's the transcription in English. Do you think that after being hurt by a bad boy, a woman would turn around and seek out those less attractive but honest and straightforward men? Actually, that doesn't happen very often. Why is it that many people, despite knowing that bad boys and bad girls are detestable, still can't help but like them? Because women are attracted to the allure of bad boys, not their badness. This isn't just about someone's character, but also about how attraction is projected. Therefore, the reason why being dedicated isn't the problem with finding a partner, but rather having low attraction. People are instinctively drawn to shiny things. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, as it can help us absorb a lot of positive energy. The problem is that bad boys and bad girls are very good at understanding interpersonal psychology and presenting themselves. The only issue is that they lack the quality of loyalty. Of course, being good with the opposite sex is something that's developed through life experience. It's an attraction point, but that doesn't mean the person is necessarily bad. But those who are bad are very skilled at using their resources and means to achieve their personal goals, which is why many people end up being tricked by bad boys and bad girls. I've also noticed another big issue here. When a girl falls in love and later discovers the guy is a bad boy, she often adopts a gamble mentality, thinking she can change him and make him turn his life around. Similarly, many men also try to convince women with a troubled past to change. This is something almost common between both men and women. Of course, I definitely don't recommend adopting such a mindset, because you can't change someone who's already lost. And even if that person wants to change, it's usually for their own reasons, not because of you. It's highly unlikely to happen. Most of the time it's just self-deception. So, instead of trying to change someone who's already gone bad, the best approach is to improve yourself, increase your ability to spot bad boys and bad girls and avoid them. That will help you find someone who is truly compatible with you. Moreover, everyone needs to understand a simple truth: no one is going to be attracted to someone who lacks attraction. So when you tell a woman that you are honest and dedicated, that's great, but the prerequisite is that you have other qualities that can attract her. Loyalty is just a basic quality. To generate attraction, you need to stand out in other areas like skills, personality, and image. And many people make the mistake of flipping this logic, leading to questions like, I'm ugly but I'm gentle, why doesn't anyone want me? Or I don't have outstanding characteristics but I'm trustworthy, why doesn't my boss want me? This may seem like a valid question, but you need to understand that no one can instantly see your kindness or generosity. You have to show that over time, and those qualities need to be backed up by other attractive qualities, such as looks, skills, and emotional intelligence. If you're good-looking but have low emotional intelligence, it can decrease your attractiveness. But if you're good-looking and have high emotional intelligence, that will definitely increase your attraction. If you only have emotional intelligence, then it's time to improve other areas as well. So whatever your strengths or weaknesses are, it's important to maintain a positive attitude, improve yourself, and show your qualities, turning your weaknesses into strengths and amplifying your advantages. We can even learn something from bad boys, picking out what's good and leaving what's bad. The same applies to chasing women. You need to present yourself, using your small qualities to increase your attraction. If you're very caring, share with her how you care for stray animals. If you've traveled a lot, share your experiences about different cultures and foods. And if you're good at coding, don't hesitate to show it off. Of course, this needs to be mutual. Give the other person space to express themselves too, and make sure you talk about things they can understand. Otherwise, you're just talking to a wall while thinking you're brilliant in your own head.
Why do some women prefer to be mistreated rather than choose an honest man? First, it's sexual attraction. In fact, to become a handsome guy in a woman's eyes, the bar is not that high. As long as, before leaving the house in the morning, you know how to pick your clothes, take care of your hair, do regular maintenance, and stay clean and neat, you already have the basic qualities to be attractive. A handsome guy carries certain responsibilities. A person who takes the time to care for their appearance surely cares about the image they project to others, and they are often seen as more reliable. So, it's not that being good-looking is necessarily shallow. People with sexual attraction naturally make a positive impression, with defined muscles that exude strength, a confident posture, long, elegant fingers, a faint scent in the air, and mature, interesting conversation. Thinking about it all, it seems wonderful, right? On the surface, this is visual pleasure, but on a deeper level, it's excellent genetics. Who wouldn't be totally attracted to that? Now, the second point. Reservation. In fact, when a woman feels mistreated, it doesn't necessarily mean the person is truly bad. It could be because she doesn't feel secure with them. For example, if the guy doesn't give consistent positive feedback, it causes a sense of imbalance, or if his life is very busy and he doesn't focus on her, it can create insecurity. But many of our little brothers trying to win over women. How do they do it? They message 3 times a day, always wanting to talk, even when they have nothing to say. That can get annoying. Even the best things lose value when they're excessive. So, I think you shouldn't do everything too much. You don't need to report every little thing in your life. You can disappear for a few days, spark her curiosity about you, and not keep trying to make her like you all the time. When you live your life with meaning, you'll be more attractive in her eyes. The third point is, don't limit yourself. I notice that when many people talk about dating, they say, I date with the intention of marrying, and if it's not the right person, I won't even start. I don't want to waste time or be indecisive. But the problem is, how will you know if it's the right person without trying? How will you know who's compatible with you if you don't meet more people? This shows how much thought differences exist between people. There's no right or wrong, but living in an environment where you set limits for yourself ends up creating a series of problems. For example, you might have more conservative habits and want to impose your standards on others. If you don't smoke or drink, you may not accept someone who does. If you've never been in a relationship, you may reject someone who has. When you put up so many barriers, you're keeping the outside world locked behind fences, aren't you? This really reduces your options.
Why do many women generally not show interest in honest men? First, being honest is not necessarily a virtue, nor is it something worthy of great praise. The concept of honesty has very strong characteristics, both in Chinese culture and in the West. When someone is described as honest, it is often because there is not much else to highlight about that person, and honesty becomes the only quality mentioned. But do women really not like honest men? In fact, they don't like men who are simply honest. If you add other qualities to that man, like being financially successful, good-looking, or funny, which woman wouldn't be interested? Many men complain, saying that women only like rich or good-looking men. The real reason women aren't interested in these complaining men is that they aren't putting in the effort, they're not striving to improve, and they don't have anything that stands out about them. Which woman would choose a man like that? Another important point is that the qualities demanded by today's society are exactly those that honest men don't have. In the past, we lived in an agrarian society, a clan-based society, where honest men were those who didn't stand out, didn't challenge authority, and were easy to control. Women married them because it guaranteed greater security. But what is valued today? What matters now is an entrepreneurial mindset, the ability to innovate, to face challenges, and to be flexible. In this new context, only those who take risks and act are the ones who can create a new life. That's why women today have been more practical and prefer men with an entrepreneurial spirit. Who doesn't want to live better, right? Now, if you don't have good material conditions and feel that your communication skills could improve, you need to learn to present yourself effectively. Learning to converse and interact is crucial. For example, many people have gone through multiple arranged dates until they learned how to stand out and lead a conversation. So if you still don't know how to present yourself effectively, learn how to show yourself formally and lead the conversation correctly. Finally, what many people consider honesty is not always what it seems. In reality, many people only appear honest because they have no choice. Do you really think they are honest because they have no interest in the good things in life? It's not because they are pure and reject life's pleasures. No. Many honest men are simply like this because their conditions don't allow them to be otherwise. They don't have the time, money, or power to stand out. But when these men achieve success and wealth, they become more extravagant than anyone else. Therefore, being honest is not a quality you should be proud of or show off to women. If someone uses the term honest to describe you, be alert and feel a sense of urgency. What should you do? Focus on improving your confidence, dedicate time and energy to yourself, develop your qualities and charm, and get rid of the honest man label. What do you think about this topic? Do you agree with this opinion? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.